Bruh. Won championship. Had their double banger of a show on Friday. It started Friday morning while we were all starting our day off with Muay Thai fights on YouTube. I only got to watch I only got to watch the main event. I went back and I watched this dude. I don't Did you get to watch any of this at all? I don't
Dude, I
think
watched I watched the last three fights of the main event this morning. I ended up watching those three. Those are pretty good fights, man.
Did you watch the Muay Thai fights or did you watch the
So
MMA fights?
I watched the last two MMA fights, and the last fight that I watched was a main event Muay Thai fight.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about right now. The main
Yeah.
event was Nakrob taking on, gosh, I forgot the guy's
Super
name.
Lit?
No, not Super Lick. It was Nakrob taking on, gosh, I have it right here in front of me. Duh. Nakrob taking on Petputhai. Both dudes representing Thai. And dude, by the way, before we start talking about these fights, all of these Muay Thai fights were with 4-ounce gloves.
Dude, they're tiny.
I watched. I paid most attention to the main event, but I watched like 4 or 5 of the fights, dude, and I'm just amazed. I love the way these dudes use the elbow.
Oh
Because
yeah.
it's almost like a jab. It's not like we're used to MMA elbows where it's like 6 to 9, 3 to 6 kind of stuff. You know what I mean? These dudes do like a 6 to 12 coming in. Like you think they're coming in for a straight jab. Next thing you know, you got an elbow right in your dome, bro.
Dude, they're creative with their elbows. They're like,
Oh
you know,
my gosh,
I
yes.
love how they post their hands up and they'll just kind of use that, and then all of a
To
sudden you
measure
just get
distance.
all of a sudden you get
Yes.
that elbow, or like off of like a jab and an elbow. Like it's fucking nuts, man.
It was good,
Beautiful.
dude. Nakrob was dropping bombs. He was dropping elbows. He was using nasty foot jabs. He was using those hands, like you said, to measure that distance. And these were little ass dudes, man. They're not that big. Nakrob is like only 5'3", but it seemed like his reach was reaching the dude from across the ring, dude. He was like, dude, is he part Dalsim or some shit? How is he doing that? So let's check out this YouTube.
You know what? I gotta go check this fight out because I didn't watch this.
Oh,
one.
you do. Look at this, bro. Look at these elbows.
Yeah. I'm wondering why the elbows aren't like in this style of elbows aren't being used more in the UFC or in MMA in general.
I mean, I don't understand why. And you know what else I don't understand? I don't understand why Dana didn't invest in Muay Thai instead of slap.
Dude, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Dumb, dude. Like these guys are in Thai. They're actually, and this was cool. Like this is really cool because they were fighting in Thailand. They were fighting in Lumpinee Stadium, like one of the Muay Thai meccas in the whole wide world. So it was just dope to have the show there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then in the night or in the afternoon, one kept the show going with one fight night. I think they called it one fight night 25 or some shit. But the main event was Super League versus Kalilov.
This is freaking great, man.
Right?
But another one of those with elbows.
Dude, but so you got to see the main event on this card?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So for those of you,
I got to see the last 3 fights in this card. So the Gary Tonin and then Amir Alakabiri.
Okay.
So I saw all those 3 fights. Those are the only ones I got to see.
Okay. So then for those of you who got a Prime account, go to Prime Video and watch this. Watch the main card because the main card had 9 fights. 9 fights. Out of 9 fights, 7 ended early. 5 TKOs, 2 submissions, 5 first round finishes. One of the fights that went all to the decision was the Tammy Musumeci fight versus Amanda Alekin. So you could skip that if you want, but there's some pretty good jiu-jitsu. The other fight that went the entire distance was Walter Gonsalves taking on Banma Dwoji. And bruh, Banma just beating the shit out of Gonsalves for 3 rounds, dude. I think I got a clip for that in a little bit, but I'm going to show you guys. I believe this is Amir Alekbari. Oh, no. This is Konstantin Russo and Bogdan Shumarov. Bruh, watch this highlight. Sick-ass kicks.
Damn.
That's almost like Crow Cop.
I was going to say, that's Crow Cop.
Like, he didn't even, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't even cock the leg back. He was just like almost standing straight up, and that right leg just goes cuckoo. Look at that.
Yeah, that's it.
Put that fool on skates. So yeah, that's Bogdan Shumarov defeating
Dude,
Konstantin the
he just
Lion Crusher.
he just face planted.
Yeah, he did, dude. So that was TKO
Look at
round.
that.
Yeah,
Bam.
TKO, bro. TKO. All right, let's see what else I got for us. Next fight that was on there that I want to share with y'all. Oh, here we go, bro. Walter Gonsalves, Banma Duoji. Bro, this was the like within the first minute or two of the fight. How would you be able to go on if this happened to you? Bam! Right in the
Oh.
dick. Right in the dick.
Dude,
Dude,
dude, that seemed intentional. There's no way you're gonna miss that. Look, how how
well,
how
it's
you're aiming
crazy.
for that. You're aiming for that, bro.
It was in the opening first round, like maybe the first minute or so, right? And dude, you know what was crazy? You know what was crazy was he punches him in the dick, and then he follows it up with like a couple more hammer fists. And Herb Dean like jumps in after he sees him punch him in the dick. He jumps in, and the guy throws in like two more, and then he runs off like ah. Like, dude, you know you just punched him in the D, right? Like, there's no way you didn't know you just did that. And then when Herb Dean walks over and he's like, bro, no, that was like an illegal shot. You gotta give him 5 minutes. He was all pissed off. He was all pissed off because he thought that was an illegal blow. But hey,
No
big
way.
balls to Gonsalves on this one, man. He came back and he fought. He tried his hardest, but he was taking a beating for 3 rounds. So this was one of 2 fights that went all 3 rounds, dude. Yeah. Sorry, Gonsalves.
Fool's dirty, fool.
Yeah, dirty. Next fight that I want to talk about, dude, Akbar Akduliov versus Aaron Tommy Gun Canarte. Check this out, bro. Another finish, spinning wheelhouse to the guts, and then he follows it up with some strikes.
Damn.
So this was another one that did not go very long. Dude, it was 41 seconds into the first round. Let's look at that.
Dude,
It's
that just relentless.
Yeah, he was on him like a fly on poop, dude, from the get-go. And then he's that like the whole thing started right before that kick. I think he caught him with like a straight hard right. And then after that, he kind of covered up. And when he moved his hands up to his head, that's when he followed up with that spinning wheel kick right under where his guard was. And obviously it hurt him because he trailed back into the ropes. And then he followed him up with some shots. Followed him to the ground, and it was game over, dude. So that was fun, though. That was a good one right there. Another easy first round finish. Dude got himself a 50K bonus. Co-main event, bro. Gary the Lion Killer Tonin making his return against Shamil the Cobra Gatsanov. So this was jiu-jitsu versus sambo.
I was gonna say, and freaking Tonin was getting his ass worked early on.
Right? It was 10-9. I gave 10-9 to what's his name?
First round, yeah.
To the Cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was beating the shit out of him. And then even in the second round, he was getting
those knees to the head, man.
Oh,
he got him down, he was some fucking hard ass knees to the face.
Yeah, dude, that was like within the first minute, I want to say, because Gary shot him for a shitty takedown. He sprawled out, pushed him down. And then in one championship, you can throw knees to a down opponent. So right away, the Cobra just started throwing knees. That's why if you're watching this, you could see those pictures of Gary. His head was split open. That was in the first round.
Yeah.
So he took a lot of damage in the first round. Wasn't able to do anything. He was lucky that he was able to get up. I think he even had the Cobra on his back. Was that in the first round or the second round?
That was the second round because I think that's how they ended up getting to the finish.
There you go. So Cobra again was putting in work in the second round, somehow got to Gary's back, and then Gary created a scramble somehow. And when they hit the ground,
that freaking knee bar, man.
Dude, and I heard a version. Did you hear his knee pop?
No.
His knee pops, bro, super loud, and that's when he starts yelling.
Yeah.
So even in the in-ring interview, Gary was saying he heard his knee. He's like, I heard it pop. I know. It's like no bone damage, but ligament damage for darn sure.
Yeah, no, that was deep from the beginning.
Dude, I'm
And
surprised that Gary's been fighting for a while and his stand-up is trash. He looked awful. His takedowns looked awful. He's not setting them up. He's just thinking he's just going to be able to fight his way in and get him down. And he took a lot of damage. I think he's getting exposed.
so here's the deal, man. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like when you, I mean, it's just like anything, you know what I mean? There's stuff that you're just naturally not good at, so you avoid doing it maybe. Or and then when, and the other thing too, when you being put under pressure, you revert to what comes naturally to you.
True.
You know what I mean? So like if that's why when you see him being pressured, he's gonna go back to his jits. He's gonna go to like trying to go for a, you know, just like I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, get to the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even I'm not gonna even gonna try to take you down. I'm just gonna pull guard or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm
You
really
know what I mean?
wondering why Gasanov didn't keep it on the feet. Why didn't his corner just say, dude, just keep it on the feet? Don't engage too much on the ground. If you want to follow him down for strikes, go down, but don't get in his guard. Don't let him get around your legs because that's what he does. That's all he's got.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
so
I gotta ask JDM that same question though.
hey, we'll talk about that in a little bit. So main event of this fight was a Muay Thai fight. It was Super Lick, the kicking machine, taking on Samangri Tiger Kalilov. Bro, this was an ass whooping
Yeah,
from the get-go, dude.
Wasn't even close.
Dude, at one point, Super Lick threw a roundhouse high kick, caught him in the face, and before the foot came back down, I swear he like moved his toes and slapped him before he brought his foot double tap. It was like, bah, bah.
But it was like that Rush Hour scene with Chris Tucker getting kicked all the time.
Which one of y'all kick me? Yeah, it was bad, dude. This was dope because this was just like a clinic. You want to see what a master Muay Thai technician can do? Watch this fight. It didn't take very long. He gets the TKO at round 2, a minute and 42. Kind of like he was just measuring him up in the first round, and towards the very end, he just starts pouring it on him.
Yeah.
Leg kicks, elbows, foot jabs, right hands. Oh, dude, just it was a Muay Thai buffet of everything you wanted and more.
Yeah.
So
dude,
definitely go out and watch it. Check this shit out here. I got a little highlight.
Down and a
Look
half.
at this. Look at that reaction time, bro.
Yeah.
In this whole exchange, look at that spinning elbow. He just moves out of the way. His opponent throws 2 strikes this whole exchange, and he missed them both by a mile.
Yeah, they had to stop it. That's because there was nothing he was doing that was showing that he could even be in this fight.
No, he was never coming back, dude. Like that first spinning, like that guy tried a spinning back fist 2 times within like 10 seconds. So he's going for Hail Marys.
Yeah.
And the first one, he just like matrix that shit. He's just like, whoop.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Dude, just badass, man. This was such a fun fight to watch. Again, you got Amazon Prime. This is definitely worth your data, definitely worth your time.
And it doesn't even take that long because most of these fights ended a super
definitely
quick.
not, man. One thing that we try to do the most, because I know I don't have a lot of time. Fonzo doesn't have a lot of time. We know all you watching and listening don't have a lot of time. So we're just going to get you the best fights, the best news that you want to watch, that you want to hear about each and every time. And this is a prime example of one of those things. Don't worry about some
unintended.
For reals, bro. If we didn't talk about the fight on this portion of the show, you probably don't need to go watch it. So I didn't watch the prelims. That doesn't mean that there's not knockouts, but dude, 7 out of 9 finishes on a main card, that doesn't happen all that often.